Okay, well, introduce yourself.
I'm Cindy Armas.
I am Estephanie Olvera.
And we are the captains for We Are the Future.
For one, like I told you yesterday, I'm like really proud of you guys. The way you guys have taken charge of this team, you've ran it almost like a business. Like it's a real project planning. That's impressive, for someone who couldn't keep their calendar together in the very beginning, or didn't want to talk to other people, or talk about something that you were unfamiliar with. And for you guys to take charge the way that you have is extremely impressive, and that's kind of what I want to capture. Okay, so what would you say was the most difficult part? About being a captain on the team.
Okay, so I guess the hardest thing as a captain, I would say making sure you didn't feel like you were too bossy to the way where you would push away your own team members, like, oh, she's way too bossy. Like, I thought that was like a big challenge, because I was like, I don't want that to happen, but it's kind of like I had to like manage how to like be in charge in a way where it wasn't too selfish, because I just didn't want to push my own teammates away, because like I'm like a student like them, so it wouldn't make sense for me to feel like I'm up here when we're all the same. I thought that was hard.
The hardest part about being a captain was managing, trying to work with everyone's schedule, because people were with sports, people were in clubs, people had to go to tutoring, people had jobs, so like getting everything situated to the point where everyone can make it, or to the point where we're getting something done that day was hardest, because by the end of the day, if we don't get that done, then we can't go on further, because the next meeting we still have to work on what we didn't finish. So I think that was the hardest.
What was real cool though is, yes, I saw you guys trying to juggle the schedules, but what was impressive is that when you did get together, your attendance rate was most of the time very good.
Yes.
How did you keep your teams, engaged and had a strong desire to do this project?
I think just telling them, come on guys, this is the beginning of a project. When we asked them to join the group, we told them, hey guys, this is something serious for us, and we hope that it's serious for you. I told them, if you're not going to be dedicated and committed to this, we're not going to have you in our team, simply because those are the type of people we're looking for. So we managed to get people who were committed in our group, so that wasn't a problem. So that's why it was easy for all of us to be there, most of us, because we got people who were committed and knew how important it was to be there.
Exact same thing. When we were choosing our teammates for our team, we said, okay, who do we want to pick? Are we going to pick people who are not going to be committed, or people who are going to be committed? So,
and then we also separated, oh, you're my friend, I'm gonna pick you. We said we're not gonna get people like us, because we know we're not gonna get anything done. And so we had a bit of disagreements, saying I want this person, she didn't want it, so I respected that. I didn't want a person, so she respected that. Like we had disagreements. It wasn't like all like nice and pretty, like we got like all the perfect people we needed and we all agreed on it. We had our differences, but at the end of the day, I feel like we picked the best choice there was.
And we kind of picked people who didn't even talk to each other. We picked people who were like new to each other, like they met new people as well.
Okay.
So that was pretty.
So would you say that they've developed friendships from this?
I feel I feel like they have. It's good seeing a variety of different people all be combined for the same thing.
Well, I noticed yesterday one of your members was in awe of you guys, and he said something like he's amazed that you're able to to balance all of this and get all of this done. How did that make you feel?
It makes me feel good that like someone actually recognizes like our hard work, but most importantly that it's coming from our teammate. You would expect to like hear that from a teacher, but just the fact that like we've expressed that type of character and leadership like just to like a team member is a big deal. Like I feel like I've been doing a good job, and it's another motivation to keep on going and keep doing a good job in the team.
Oh, when he told us that, it kind of inspired me.
Okay.
To be honest, it inspired me because, like, coming from him, to be honest, he's the type of person who he just goes to school and work. So from him, and all the dedication that he has put in the team, well, like, it kind of inspired me to be like, hey, you can do it as well too. It's not something hard, something easy. It's just dedication and what drives you to do it.
What is the most exciting part of this project so far as being a captain?
The most exciting part about this project is seeing everyone's unique ideas and putting them together, and just not only like since we're always together, we always think about like each other, we think alike, so thinking about what other people think and about their perspectives, kind of it's really fun to play around with, so we can like put other great ideas together and make it into one good idea. I think that's just fun.
Yeah, I would feel like, I don't know, the exciting part is like seeing us all bond, and like at the same time, I feel what's exciting is that we're making something. Like you see the progress that you've done, and you come from having this much to having almost something complete. And it's crazy because you think about it, and they're like, there's so many parts to it, and like I don't know, it's something I feel grateful about, like having all of them, because I know if it was just us two, it would be something impossible. You can't think of all the things that you need that are necessary, and it's just great having people that just bring you ideas, but at the same time y'all all agree with them. Like it's not like, no, you know, like there's agreement to everything and understanding, and just like the end result.
Most of all, dedication.
Yeah,
dedication. Oh my god, that's what gets me the most, because like how Xavier, he just literally goes to school to work, and for him to take time off, and then people like who don't even have rides and transportation, how, like, I don't know, it's just dedication.
That's all, because you're really volunteering your time to do this. So does it help? Okay, so what helps in that? Is it your time to do this? Because you guys meet sometimes to 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night.
I personally think that it's everything that you mentioned. In my head, I feel like when we don't meet, I feel like I'm letting people down. I feel uncomfortable. I know it's not mandatory, but in my head, I feel like it is, and it's fine with me. And I feel like our team members know that, but they know that it's important not only to me, but like to the whole school, because we are talking about the library, and you know, all these students like us are gonna spend time in there, and for us to like start something and not complete it and not put our full effort, I would feel uncomfortable. And I don't know, like even though it's like on our own time, it's not like you have to do this. In my head, I want it to be, you have to do this. It's not a choice.
And same as everything Cindy said, I feel the same way. And also how she said, if we don't meet certain times, or if, like, for example, the whole spring break we didn't meet, and we came back to school and our teammates were like, hey, we didn't meet, when are we gonna meet? And we're just like, oh, like, we have to do this. And then we're like, okay, we're busy, we're like really busy with community scholars and this and that, and everything came down, whatever, with Cindy. So we're like, hey, we're not gonna meet. And then we met after that, and they're like, we're behind. They're like, we need to do something. So like, if we don't meet, we feel like we're letting not only our teammates down, but the whole school, and we're not finishing something that we started.
So
okay, well, let me ask you about some of the tools that you use. So how did you like using Slack? How do you like using Slack?
I think Slack's a great app to use. It's so, I feel like it's really easy to use and very convenient. Like, you can post pictures, there's like different tabs for like general and like for just a private chat. I feel like it has everything we need, and for our team to be able to chat with and feel more comfortable, instead of like having trouble with like messaging, because not everyone has the same type of phone, so not all the messages get there. And so like it just causes less problems for us.
I really enjoy Slack, especially the communication. How Cindy said, the pictures and texting wouldn't not work, because if you do it in a group message, it would do it individually. It wouldn't, you can't see who messaged you. And then not only can we like be a private group, but we can also see what the other people like see as a general.
In the general,
And then it kind of helps us to see who's putting in the effort to post up things, who's constantly thinking of new ideas.
You can also see progress.
Yeah.
How you started in the beginning and then where you're at now. That you could just see the difference.
Like maybe it was a bit timid, and then like now it's very outgoing.
Now you know how to use it. OneNote for organization. How do you think we could have used OneNote in this particular project?
I feel like we could have used it like, and like I guess get like maybe have one for per each team, and for them to get a little bit more organized, to have tabs about different ideas, so it could just keep growing. So there would be different tabs, and we could go to it and just add it to that tab if it had anything to do with the topic on it.
Right.
And like I feel like it would be more organized instead of just having papers, but at the same time paper is needed for design.
So we probably should have integrated OneNote more. So I know we used it for the captains.
Yeah.
But with the teams, you're right. That would have been helpful to have your own notebooks and tabs for certain things, and you can use Slack for the communication piece. All right, for the next project, I think.
I really like that. But I liked OneNote. I think we should have used it with DILo, because it's more organization. We can see the calendar virtually, so we can see what's happening instead of writing it down and forgetting to look back at it again. And then also organization, and on OneNote you can put tabs, so you can like look at in this tab, this was the date of the meeting, so we did this and all the notes, and then we can use another tab for putting, okay, these are the, like for example, the colors or the texture, or like we're doing in this space. I think would have been better.
I feel like it could have helped for tracking down what we were doing day by day, if you see any progress from the day before,
or if you're repeating stuff in meetings, because that has happened to us too, like, oh, we already talked about this, and we're going back at it again.
Very, very good. That was
And then another thing I was saying is like the calendar, like instead of like our teammates saying, hey, you know, like I can't assist this, they could add in their reasons or what they have for the day, like
we do.
Like we do.
Perfect. Absolutely. Okay, well then I guess my last question is, what is my last question to you? How is this project different than the work you do in the classroom?
I feel like it's way different because you see more involvement while using the computer. I feel like I use the computer more in this project than I actually do in the classroom. I was presented with Slack, something I wasn't presented with in the classroom. I was presented with OneNote, but it wasn't really, I guess I didn't learn like completely how to use it, and I feel like with this project I have learned how to. I feel like I'm learning how to use different things in my computer that I didn't know before, and I'm realizing you can use the same things that you use physically in the classroom and all in one piece in the computer. Like the notebook, you can take notes in there. There's no need to have a journal.
I'm trying to teach these teachers that. Why are you doing this all separate? Keep it together.
I mean,
but as far as teacher giving you an assignment, I know you have projects in some of your classes. I'm not sure how in depth the projects are. You know,
they're not.
So I'm asking you to compare the projects versus a real world project like DILo.
I feel like this is like hands-on learning. Hands-on learning, and then you also like, it's different because in class you're limited, and in DILo you're not limited. You get to think out there, and then with your teammates, I think the students are also a big difference, because in DILo, like, you have a say on what you want to say, and then in the class, well, then it's different. You're limited in what you can say. You're afraid if it's wrong, and in DILo it's okay if it's wrong. I mean, we're all coming up with something, and somehow your idea is going to be contributed.
Moving on. So what about the collaboration aspect? compare that to the collaboration that you do inside of the classroom.
I feel like in the classroom, you're stuck with the same people. I feel like...
Well, your team, you have the same people for 15 weeks.
Well, I don't mind that, but I feel like I like... Because they sit at the same table.
Okay.
Type. Like, that's your group because you sit in that table.
Okay.
It's not like...
you're assigned.
Yeah,
Okay.
like, you don't get the opportunity to, like, work with new people in the classroom. Yeah, you know all of them, but you never get to work with them. You're never presented with their type of ideas. You're still stuck in the same type of bubble with the same ideas. And having more students, why not open up your ideas to them to see what feedback they can give you? I feel like that's why maybe we don't grow from the same ideas. Like, we're stuck in the same place. We never expand. And I feel that, like, that's an issue in the classroom because you feel like you're repeating yourself. And so you're just like, there's no point of me, like, talking again because it's just gonna be the same thing.
Okay.
Collaboration's way different because in DILo we open up more to the community, to like TCU, Huckabee, how you said, in Slack and OneNote, and in classrooms the collaboration is only like Google. That's the only
Literally,
Google.
yeah, that's true.
Or
Yeah.
Wikipedia.
That's not even that's not collaboration. That's just research.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Or each other, but it doesn't work when we're doing it with each other.
Yeah, you feel like you can't get answers in the classroom, so you depend on Google for it.
It's either Google my teacher or your neighbor.
Literally, and if you don't
Teacher,
find
neighbor.
it there, you're stuck.
Yeah. Google teacher or your neighbor.
Literally, Google teacher, your neighbor. And like here, it's like you have like the Huckabee interns, you have your TCE students, you have
A teacher.
yeah, you have more connection with the teachers now because they're aware of our project and want to help.
You guys did a survey too, right?
Yes.
You did do a
yes.
survey.
So how did the survey help?
I was surprised to find out that they are thinking of the same things we are.
Exactly.
And we just needed to confirm that we were on the right track. And I feel like the surveys gave the teachers the opportunity to like express what they feel about the library. And at the same time, I feel like there was a connection with their students because I had some teachers tell me that they did their survey, but they asked their students with it. So it was a teacher-student answer mixed in it. So I felt like that brought in more connection, the teacher with the student itself, just with the survey.
Instead of saying what I want, what do we want?
Yeah, what do we want? Yeah.
Awesome.